then when you pray, there are realms you don't get to. It's impossible. When you start ascending, you start being charged. Postures will be attained. Charismas will be developed. But that is not where the power is. The power is in the fact that when you have done it all, you look like Jesus. If you don't look like Jesus, you wasted your time. And everything you are doing, at best, we attract the applause and commendations of men. But in the spirit, you are still an infant. The first definition of a son is one who can image him. And you image him by beholding him. The second definition of a son is to be led by the Spirit of God. In Romans 8:14, it says, as many as are led by the Spirit of God, it said they are the sons of God. This is what gives us power, and this is what makes us invincible. How do you think God's servant came to Abeokuta? Is it because he grew up here? No. Come because you grow up, you will run out. The reason you come and you are powerful and you are productive is because the voice told you, get thee down to Abeokuta. When you hear that voice, your partners are inside, your intercessors are inside, the opportunities are inside, because all things were created by the word. When the word is spoken, reality appears. So everything you want to see is tight. The reason sons can execute government is because they have access to the voice. Jesus was speaking in John chapter 11 verse 9, verse 17, thereabout, and he said, my sheep heareth my voice, and they obey me. The lamb don't know the voice of the shepherd. The lamb follows the bleating of the sheep. It is the sheep that knows the voice of the shepherd. So that you are a child of God does not mean you have access to the voice of God. It's when you become a son that you live by the voice. That's why I said as many as are led, not as all as are led. As many as are led, they are what? The sons of God. So sons are led, and sons are led because they know the voice of God. How do you get to know the voice of God? You know the voice of God by staying in his presence. So the habitat of a son is not a duplex, it's the presence of God. And it's important to know that the presence of God is different from the spirit. The spirit is the realm of God. The presence of God is not just that God is around. The presence of God is the circumference where the will of God finds expression. There are many things in the spirit, and in fact in Romans 8:9 the Bible said if you have the Holy Ghost, you are in the spirit. So everyone with the Holy Ghost is in the spirit, but not everyone is in the realm of the manifest presence of God. You will stay there, and as God breaks you, purges you, that's when that aura will come upon your life. When that aura comes, the way you will know is that honor will come with it, influence will come with it, authority will come with it. The fear of the Lord will be upon you like a mantle, because now you carry government. That presence is what sons pursue, and when you live there, the voice of God will become clear to you. The voice of God is not loud, it's distinct, and there are many voices in the spirit. It is a man who stays with God for long that will be able to harness God's voice from the spectrum of many voices. Your soul has a voice, the devil has a voice, every circumstance you go through has a voice. The ideology and philosophies of men is a voice. But when you stay with God for long, the voice of God becomes distinct, the voice of God becomes clear. And then when you now come under the authority of the voice of God, then you become a son. That's when you can exert government, and that's when you can say, I have come into the realm of the seventh trumpet.